KCT Americas.
Kiko got to be challenged early, and Cortezia actually looks a little worse for wear. Backing up, giving some space. There's Penny already in front of a home crowd, delivering Patatech through the walls, able to find two. That leaves Verno and Shannon with it all to do.
Verno getting up top right now with a shift. They're going to always want to press forward. They need to get a kill before they can even try to fly. But Verno's just going to get caught on the side.
Nats is just a little too clever for that. Patatech forward in the jail direction.
That's your very standard util early. There we go from Cortezia. Patatech punished for the jump up, and now Jern going to get additional info towards the site. Would love to force Camo off this angle with the Outlaw.
Camo giving another option just to fall off those up lines. Outlaw in hand in this round though. Snakebite here to try and canvas the point, but it's Camo down already. It's the Outlaw. Out the game, Code thrown up by Kiko, hoping to make some use of it, but Aspas is ready to fight him in this site. Team Liquid have been denied, and all their good guns have been knocked out of their hands.
The critical reason of why MIBR have had so much success on this Icebox map is how well they play around the harbor.
Aspas blindsided by Nats's emergence from the cove.
Going deep, Penny wants to entrench inside, doubled up with Patatech. Here comes that ultimate.
Aspas goes up to 410 as well, looking for a bit of an angle around, but Penny dealt with Cortezia pretty comfortably. Through the wall, wrap around the corner, it's going to be Verno, Artazine, and Aspas have a crossfire, and that was clinical deconstruction of Liquid's defense here. Camo's on the outside looking in, and he'll be pursued by young Verno.
That A side, given that he's all the way up here, but Nats, oh, he catches Shannon. Will he expect Cortezia, though, who has also worked up tube? Double lurk going through, timing just a bit off.
Spotted out. This hasn't really dissuaded MIBR from drifting over in the B direction to play behind his Viper wall.
Team Liquid, however, they are aware the wall is going to come up. Recon clears out back yellow, so Aspas knows he's safe to move forward. High tide there, rather, is going to cut things off. Hunter's Fury disrupting.
And counter and tube definitely brewing. Without the Viper, of course, MIBR can still make use of the harbor wall to get in here. Kiko is down. Nats fighting in the side. Glancing blow from that Blade Storm. Still wants to challenge Aspas and rips him a new one. Artazine a little on the lower side as Penny's been able to pluck Verno out of formation. So MIBR down to the youngsters. That's Cortezia in a 1 versus 4. Patatech spotted playing out in the open. Penny has the space in to swing off of it.
Keep this momentum going. Break the Team Liquid economy. Verno 1 tag.
Patatech in danger. Verno converts it. That had to be a rendezvous there from Camo up to Rafter. He's able to avoid that third shot of damage, but now the reckoning comes in because Artazine's had them rolling, and that's forced TL out of the site.
This site should be taken for free. This spike should be going down for free, and then they have the lockdown after the fact. Counter reckoning. Team Liquid, they want to go in fast at the moment, but they're denied by that Molly temporarily.
They respect it. Now going to make the win through Rafters. MIBR have the hot foot. They've got to keep moving. Aspas just can't connect the shot as Artazine on 410 now. Nats will show himself in theory. Just in time, Artazine can connect. Verno and Shedham now have to lock it down. Camo low in the back corner. And it's on Verno. Newest addition to MIBR. Keiko got it to half. One bullet in the chamber. It's not enough.
Don't get in my way.
Covered off the push into screens. Here comes a Viper's Pit from the back of the site. In theory to give TL a way in. Artazine here's got Camo dead to rights. That was Shenham able to find him, and Kiko now needs to find a timing to get out of this pit, but it has been rough. You can see TL don't necessarily have the tools to break in.
Attack up, so why not stack? Recon instantly broken. Obviously, Team Liquid, not the greatest weapons actually. Spam through.
And they're inside the site. This is exactly what MIBR wanted. Trap them in with a high tide. Reckoning for Kiko. No plant yet. 48 seconds in the round. Though Penny's going to drop down and get the better of Verno. Kiko swing. It's good. Shannon dealt with. Cortezia can't hold. MIBR taking a more defensive stance now inside this Viper ult. Patatech has found Verno right at the back at Belts. Camo's going in. He's low enough as it is. It's all the same to him if he decays somewhat to try and take this fight. Nanoswarm on the spike location itself. Camo down, but he was low. Artazine being pressured now. Another one from Patatech from long range. And there's Nats. He's in the thick of it. Decay down, and now the pit is gone. Jedham's able to find Patatech.
A lot of pressure.
Cortezia as well might swing at the same time. Nats is overwhelmed. There's not much he can do. It's a verified high-low setup thrown out there by MIBR. And Kiko lingers too long in mid. Jedham's starting to gobble him up now.
That's a beautiful bait and switch. Look at the attention that Aspas drew up there. Crosshairs so high up. And then the swing from Shenham through window. That was beautiful.
overloading mid. Now MIBR just retract. Get on out of that part of the map. This will allow Camo to re-clear, but he can only do it via raw contact. Not a great position to be in when you are down 2 versus 4. But he will confirm that MIBR have absconded off to B.
With both the Harbor and the Viper alive heading towards this B site, even if Penny were playing a position like back Snowman perhaps, there's just never going to be an angle to actually get a kill here with the operator.
Camo made the right choice coming to this site. Penny now going to make his rotate through as they've confirmed it, but Artazine sticks to plant. Now MIBR arrange themselves over around green and yellow. Camo hopes to show him the red light, but there is not a lot to see. Penny now is going to be here for the long haul as it stands, and Artazine walks into his line.
Spike down.
That's a spike drop too.
That information is crucial. MIBR, they like going for this double lurk with both their Viper and the KJ working mid. Oh, where?
Oh man, Cortezia was hoping at least to be able to help from window should it be required, but didn't expect Kiko to be in kitchen as well. Big mid presence this round for TL, maybe a response to what we just saw from MIBR. But a stunning start for the MEA squad.
They really are aware as to how MIBR love to play this area of the map. There's multiple lurks. Kiko is on one right now. The aim is just stunning.
Retreat angle will have to stay. Off the line, he gets pushed into the cloud burst. Aspas, okay, realizes Penny's there. One shot is good, but Penny emerges with a headshot immediately with a ghost. Cortezia has to get in here. But Panatek has slapped him back down to a paltry 8 points of health, and Kiko gets the plant.
These players are so weak right now for TL. Having to wade through a lot of that Viper utility. They were in some serious danger.
Here.
Recon available for Verno, going to go back yellow. Can it be played off of effectively?
Shannon is walking up on this. He'll have 2 angles to watch, but Camo's made some noise, and it's an easy finish now to wrap around. He's going to try and do it all. Here's Verno, young gun. Not enough.
They might have.
The high tide, Aspas gets ahead of it straight away. Cloudburst here for Penny to play here, but Aspas is going to go over the top. Camo's down. Oh, it is! What? Vamos Aspasin! Massive 3-piece. Panatek and Keiko now have to pick up the pieces. And Aspas is still looking for more.
30 seconds.
He has come alive.
1 enemy remaining.
Verno will supplement his effort earlier on. 4 for Aspas. Is he aware of Nats shoved up here? Can't find the correction in time. Nats is going to ask for more. Verno eats the vulnerable and hopes to have an opportunity, but it does not present itself. Nats is out of there.
And all the while with that mid-action. Okay, Artzun does catch out Penny on the retreat. This is getting awkward. Nats is everywhere, taking duels.
Chenom, though, we really expect that second player up tube. MIB are also emphasizing their defensive efforts in mid.
Look at Aspas, he's on the long flank right now, but
There's a trade
Panatek aware.
Maybe spotted up by the trademark. Some sound made. Panatek, patient, waiting on this. Aspas! Can't run back against the nasty spray transfer. Shannon through the wall. Timing hurts him though. Camo deals with him. And now to push up over towards Crows. There's Verno. Didn't have a chance. First challenge. We are Shannon. Taken down, Artazine. Shannon's got to find the spacing off of it at least, but Camo's gotten in there. Team Liquid now starting to scrap for the site, and it's only Shannon. Standing under rafters. It's not enough for MIBR. This awkward by light armors. They get blown apart.
They're playing so heavily to anchor with a Hunter's Fury and a Reckoning. They can pounce, or could have pounced on Team Liquid when they tried to go for the plant with those ults. But anchoring with the weaker weapons is their undoing, unless Cortezia can come up with a monster clutch. Team Liquid are on the precipice of match point. And for the first time in VCT, will deal a loss to MIBR and Icebox.
Cortezia handled all too easily by Penny.
Who has been eager to take duels on this A-side. Hunter's Fury coming through Penny midair.
Artazine handled comfortably. Just one blade was enough to do it, but he had more where that came from. Another great Hunter's Fury from Verno, but it's not going to be enough. Now to side under full control of TL, and a fight this bit to make it that much harder for MIBR to get back in. It's now or never, boys.
High tide up right now. They're being delayed. Molly on to Camo. He's on the run. Doesn't want to get shot down. Wall vulnerable up. MIBR. They're in backside. This is Team Liquid with more players. Passive just in the pit, allowing MIBR to come to them. Pressure now on the spike.
Gives it a tap. Draws the util out of TL, but there is still more. Panatek has 2 shockies to play with. Shannon ducks in, sees very little, backs out. Recon bolt comes through. Penny has his head ripped off. Cortezia finds those shots.
player
And
standing.
on the spike is Verno. He's gotten it to half. Are they going to know he's going to be there? They're too busy dealing with the Raz, but that's what a way to end it! A Red Bull clutch as he sprays through.
For early sunset fight in elbow.
It's too early for them. The timing's off. They tried to throw a paranoia and play off of it, but Team Liquid were a second early for them. Shenum and Hardesine just got overwhelmed.
Spike
Man,
planted.
losing another pistol. Oh, so brutal. They just don't enter these games with any level of momentum, but you have Verno alive. He has been the player for MIBR, the unlikely hero. A lot of damage onto Serial. But with just 3, how can they get back in? You have Cortezia on that late flank, but there's so much delay from this dark cover now going up. And MIBR, they have nothing to really get through it. Maybe a recon.
You're kidding me! Oh man, inside the poison orb drops and Nats is able to find just a stunning shot. You've got to fall back to Halls ideally. Kiko wants to take the fight to Aspas and he had his back turned. 4-0 for Kiko. Again, dominance showing on Icebox. He has stepped up massively. And that Serial doesn't have to do a damn thing. Shenum is stuck here.
Team Liquid, they know it's definitely possible that a player is here. Shenum with the first.
Now it's a matter of numbers. Overwhelm that position ideally, but Shenum's able to TP away and still might look to take the fight. Cats Nation, do they have the answer? You'd better believe it. Verno and Cortezia grouped up in Link now. One last crack at this. It's bonus round, too strong for them. Apparently Cortezia gets in though, through the cyber cage in the back of sight, gives it a tap. Verno decayed down, but healing up. Kiko steps out, wide swing from Human now. Nats has to clutch this away. Almost gets there.
Low HP camo, maybe he can make some space and can trade it off.
There it is, Cortezia, Seal and Panatech both go down. Nice little setup here.
Spike down.
Hardesine,
30
Bulldog a
seconds
little bit
left.
wayward. But he's Verno in a clutch position again and he delivers against a true veteran. Who'll now get ahead of it, Inkboba.
Oh, I love this from MIBR trying to get control of B-Main. This has to be a trade from Aspas and he connects with the rocket.
Now we can double back. There's action over at B. Camo is in that site. Nat's also causing problems towards the top of mid, but Verno again! He's the kryptonite of the champion of old. Drop down to 4 with that spray. Harness Fury, though, has been developed.
And it's going to be read by Verno as the spike gets tapped. Team Liquid wanted to bait this out. You still have Aspas in B-Main. Oh, that connection was close. Aspas is a little bit weak, and he is biding his time. Team Liquid, they would love to be able to push for some space together rather than feeling encircled in sight. Was that just spray? Pure spam through. Verno only had 3-4 HP.
That's kind of devastating. Verno could still have been such a threat from that Boba position. Camo's still watching for it, but the moves are here in main and market respectively. Shenum wants to head up towards Boba, but Camo is stuck on that line. It's going to be a tough fight for him to win. Aspas gives himself away now. Great paranoia for Shenum to get him, and Aspas is dealt with. He would have had to find 3. It's the solo player. He can sell ice to an Inuit. Shenum cleans him out, but now MIBR realize the action really is over on B, but it's a Viper's Pit post-plant already set up. Short-handed as TLR. They've got strong defensive positions.
That was a great trade from Verno. That flash was used early. I'm not sure if R2 was able to connect. Okay, just spam through. Normally with a pit down, that's a no access to sight moment, but Verno comes up.
He's not done either. Serial here trying to play from lobby. Serial killer, they call him, but Cortezia thought better of it not to. Into the side they are. Paranoia really hitting hard. Confusing here for Hardesine. Camo now will look to step out. Some good old-fashioned fights here, and it's, of course, blood for Halls. So TL don't have to overextend. There's no undue risks that need to be taken here. Nats, though, getting chunked low with this wallbang spam, and Inferno again is the one that puts MIBR on the board in this round. All out to the sun, they go! That cam from Cortezia is designed to be able to look into B main as well. Rid of Kiko. Spraying through the dark cover here is MIBR trying to slow the game down, but Camo's gotten in and onto the side. This is now a problem. All of MIBR playing from Boba. They might try and flood in on off timing. It is Aspas leading the way. Shenum was able to get there with the classic Serial under pressure, but takes his. Now a beat, a break in the action. Reloads, Aspas a little bit low. Shot down, takes Serial down to 10, and Shenum converts. It's just Nats. No plant yet for TL. TP from Shenum hurt as he gets back into Boba and he shows a little bit of leg.
Spotted out, drone going to come in from Verno. Nats forced to dodge that for now. The Sova has not been able to recover a decent weapon. He's just got the classic Verno versus Nats again.
Verno shoulder piece here, Nats is ice cold! He's ice cold! He's just got enough time to find the plant. Gets it in. Will be spotted out by Verno. It's time to fight. Verno is 35, very low, but he has the drop on Nats, who's watching the other corner. Ring around the rosy, but Nats now is convinced that this is the line he's looking for.
Serial might have spotted someone barely on the cross. It's hard to tell, but it's in. What is that? Just spray through the smoke?
I mean, they challenged the one-way. Team Liquid. I guess, yeah, there's a smoke at Link, so he just played through that.
Yeah, did the
nutty timing.
Did the dark cover not go down in time, Serial? Right. It's TL back in the round, but Shenum fast on the trade.
I mean, you never expect this, right? MIBR flipped the map. Many of them playing over towards that tiles position still. Arzino has fallen all the way back to spawn. He knows the game plan is to give up this part of the map and go for a later crunch. An attack on the walk. Does he realize there are 3 players coming? Paranoia is going to force him off the line anyway. Pain Shell, he wants to challenge ahead of it, but then doesn't see a target, so back to box he goes. He got hit by the Dizzy, flattened Arzino. Beautiful, man. Finds a perfect time and he comes back into the map for Arzino.
They want to get into elbow. Shenum eyes on it.
Safer line, he's not one and done. Tark, but Camo doesn't care. Slides on in, detained though. Will there be a double swing? Yes, Arzino overwhelmed. So the player advantage stands with TL.
Verno wants to get into the side. It looks like he wants to manifest an opportunity to at least find 1 kill, bring this into a 3v3 for the retake.
From the shadows there from Keiko. Back with the rest of the team now. Smoke to the top box of Ali, but Cortezia will play just on the vestiges of it. See Keiko coming! They've overestimated themselves, Team Liquid.
Spike down A.
A bit of a misassumption made about the position of the Cypher, and it's punished eventually. They bring Cortezia down. Verno's comfortable in his element, you'd think. Serial's able to pluck him out.
Oh, he just assumed another player wouldn't be coming from elbow.
This is now Aspas's chance to show us where the heck he's been all week.
30
1 versus 1, and he's dealt with by Serial.
Oh, this is looking like a classic B hit. And Legion. Well, okay. Well, Cypher's left in the dirt on tiles, actually. That is so tough. Artson now trying to scale into sight. Recon going in the back, dizzy through the wall. Can anyone actually capitalize off of it?
Going for it, doubles back though, doesn't like what he sees, and that's because there's 4 players from DL looking straight at them. A veritable firing squad set up by the EMEA team, and Serial goes from strength to strength. Verno gets his and more, that's the question. It's Shenum down at 2.
Kiko is on the perfect angle to get an opener.
Crossfire broken up though, this is scary for Panatek. He's hit with the paranoia, but oh, Aspas taken down, Kiko's on the box, and that wasn't smoked for. 1 for 1, Shenum Sheriff claims him, but Camo now is dug in and ready to deliver.
Last
Cortezia, first casualty in the last round, now has to go big to clutch it. Just a stinger. Almost enough for Nats, but not quite. Camo exits with 3. Okay. Oh shit, I'm punished to go for the orb. Nats ready to cover. That is just centimeter perfect.
These trades are just coming too slow from MIBR. The swings are getting watched for. I mean, I'm sorry. How has that timing occurred? Maybe Cortezia can be the hero. MIBR, they want to pivot over towards him, but Verno's facing in mid. Okay. Beautiful tap.
A multi-face coming out of Verno, though. Look at that cool calm collector, but couldn't quite convert. Still evens up the game with Cortezia. A wedge driven in between TL and that B side they hope to defend.
Verno maintaining hero status
30 seconds
for
left.
MIBR. It has been him keeping them in this game.
Kid is unreal.
It has been all about him. His clutches, his taps, open facing multiple players. This has to be converted by the duo of Aspas and Cortezia.
Surely you can expect Aspas to step up and land this plane.
Grenade!
Into market. Swings it and there it is. Nats is handled. Kiko's are good for this. He's more than up for it. 12 and 8 over the course of the game. But Cortezia and Aspas are doubled up for it. Little swing, little peek. There it is. MIBR get one finally.
Kiko was able to avoid that recon, so he's still set up with Camel Paranoia into the relay. Ball up, just Fury as well.
More, they want more.
Beautiful trap play to find an early advantage. Look at Nats even walking down mid into tiles.
And the spike is loose on the wrong side of the one-way. Aspas has to find a way to recover him. Nats on that walk.
And he's just thinking, why is he even here? Panatek timing Shenum with the jiggle peek. Cortezia wondering how he's ended up in this situation. 1 versus 4 against a team who effectively could be anywhere on the map.
Another thrash usage here, a reprise performance. Trapwire caught. Looks like he gets to the back of the site. Nats is taken out. Kamoki with an outlaw. Can't quite connect enough of that damage. And all the ultimates employed by MIBR. This was their Hail Mary round. And it looks like they're set to convert. Aspas with the fadeaway shot on Panatek, and Camo's Outlaw has a fair bit of application here, but it's a stacked deck against the EMEA squad. Camo dealt with, at the very least.
The thing is, the existence of that Pocky is pushing the rest of the team into Liquid, who are stacked up, market and mid.
That's got one kill in market now, falls back to the B side. TL, how do they get Camo involved with this Bucky? That's mid-rounding now. Kiko, what a timing. Aspas again perched up on the kiosk in the 10th spot, is taken down, and Nats has an opportunity here to really ruin the day.
30 seconds left.
Just Verno again. How much can you ask this guy to do? 8 for TL. Fast lane, Panatek that wants to hang around. He knows the death flow is there. The Damocles sword hangs above MIBR as they await their fate. Cortezia has to get them out of here. Neural theft to see Kiko and Serial lining up for a double face until the hope of Brazil is vanquished. A missing world champion for MIBR.